This is my first time doing a grading return on the channel. I've got a package here from Ace Grading. It's a relatively small submission, 10 cards that I am hoping to get some good grades back. So we all know that Pokemon gets really expensive really quickly, and I need some help because I don't have an unlimited budget. So that's why this grading return is actually really important to me. It's just 10 cards. I'm hoping that they all come back as 10s. I get to keep a couple for my personal collection, start building that up properly, and then can sell a couple to fund the next stage going forward. So this submission cost me £215. It's just over £20 a card. If I can't get that money back, plus hopefully a little bit of profit, then we are back to square one and right in it. Because like I say, my funds aren't unlimited. Need a little bit of help here. So let's get into this box. Fingers crossed we get the results that we want. So this is the box. Still sealed. I haven't had a look yet. And we're in. We are in. Oh, I'm getting all nervous. But we do need something good here. Let's have a little look. Open it without knocking the camera. Here they are. Don't want to see what they are. Get them out like that. Oh, yeah. Right then. So my biggest... Oh! Well, that's weird. I don't want to... Does that show on camera? This card is a different colour. Can you see that? I don't want to see... You see there's a slight tint on that card. Well, that's bizarre. I don't know if you can actually see that on the camera. We'll get to it. We'll have a look when we get to it. So there's a couple of biggies that can make or break this. Let's have a little look. So we need to cover that there. Here we go then. Eevee Cosmos Reverse. I can't speak today. I can't speak. The Pokemon Day 2025 card from Prismatic Evolutions. A 9. Ay caramba. Well, that's not a great start, is it? I wonder why that got a 9. We'll have a look. I'll put the grading reports up. You know, the little... And you can see. Not the start we wanted. Not the start we wanted. So we'll go into the next one. The Black Star promo from Prismatic Evolutions, the Eevee. We've got an Eevee theme going on here. Let's have a look. Gem Mint 10. Boom. The first one got back as a 10. Happy days. That gives us a little bit of money back. But that is one that I'd be tempted to want to keep because it's the first real set that I got involved with Prismatic. Kind of a... Here we go. The first ever special illustration rare card that I pulled. Whimsicott EX from White Flare. Now I'm looking at it, the centering looks terrible. Absolutely shocking. But we get the 10, it's good enough. Maybe I'm just imagining that. Happy days, 2 10s. Brilliant, brilliant. It's not at all a complete waste. Annoyed about the 9, but we live and learn. Well, now this is one of the potential biggies, right? Black Star promo, Pokemon Center stamped Thunderous. This would definitely be one that we want in a 10. I'm too nervous to remove my finger. Ah, it's a 9. Gutted. That could have been a biggie. I wonder why that was a 9. Maybe a dinky dink up there. That's annoying, that's frustrating. But we move on to Cynthia's Roserade illustration rare from Destined Rivals. So these are all cards I've pulled myself. So when we're looking at the profit and loss, what do you put in? You can't put in the price of the ETB that you got them for or whatever. So they're kind of, I don't know. Another 9. Damn it. So these are probably just going to be... We'll have a look at the cost of them and whatnot, but that probably means just raw prices, right? Which is a bit of a shame. Right, Lilligant from Black Bolt. Illustration rare. Another 9. Well, this isn't going how we wanted, was it? This is not going how we wanted. Ooh, biggie. Dragapult. Celebrations Collection. Definitely one that I would like a 10 in. Definitely. Come on, be kind to Dave. Be kind to Dave. Well, this isn't great, is it? We've 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 9s and 2 10s. Not good, not good. A Lampant from White Flare. Ace, come on, you've let me down here. Ends Reshiram from Journey Together. I remember pulling this one and it was like the best card I'd ever pulled at that point. I was super chuffed that I got this. So please be a 10 in this one. No, how? That one looked perfect to me. It looked perfect. Gutted. Wow. 7 9s and 2 10s. And then we've got the Black Star promo EX from the premium special collection premium box prismatic. Now this one was just rattling around in the box pretty much, isn't it? It's not protected or anything, so very unlikely we got lucky with this one. Ah, 9 again. Well, what a disaster that was. Absolute disaster. 8 9s and 2 10s. Absolute scandal. Gonna have to do a little bit of maths here and see if I've even made the money back on the grading. I'm not sure, you know. Well, let's have a look. Well, I just did a whole thing there and I hadn't pressed record on the camera, so all of it is obviously wasted. And I've made that mistake because I'm absolutely gutted about how this has happened, how this has turned out, how it's all ended up. I really thought I was going to get better than that. I thought I'd looked at the cards, I thought I'd done it properly. I thought we were going to be getting at least 5 out of that. We've got 2. And this leaves me in a difficult situation. What do I do? What do we do moving forward from here? Because I haven't got endless amounts of money to throw at this. As much as I'd love to, I don't. Got to be sensible, got to think about these options and what to do. So all of these cards come back when I've put them through the collector app, which is what I use to keep track of what's going on and whatnot. £287.84. Now remember I said at the beginning of this, it cost me £215 to grade these cards. So that's a £70 profit, which, if we're going to look on the bright side of things, £70 is £70. We are up. If we sold all these cards, I'm better off because of it. Fantastic. But that means I don't get to keep any of them. And I'm not in this to make money. I want to build a collection of stuff that I like and stuff that I enjoy, and whilst also being sensible and have the hobby contribute to the hobby, if you know what I mean, financially. So I'm torn. What do I do? What do I do? So there's a couple of, like this Reshiram. You can get a view of that. was the first card I remember pulling that was like, oh wow, look at that, out of a modern set. Super chuffed with that. It was a card that everyone was talking about, and I was super chuffed to pull it, and it's come back as a 9, so I'm gutted about that. But it's got that, the memory behind it as the first one I've done. Same with this Eevee. Now, that's the promo from the first modern day ETB that I bought, or current release that I bought of Prismatic Evolutions. And it's come back as a 10, and that's fantastic, and I'd love to keep that. But that's about £100 worth of value out of that 280. So that's, if I keep that, then I'm in the red, which isn't good. I don't know what to do. Then we've got the first ever special illustration rare that I pulled, the Whimsicott. And it's come back a 10, and it's the first one I ever pulled, and that's great, but I'm not really a fan of the card. It's kind of brown, it just makes me think of the 70s. Not a huge fan. So I don't know what to do with that, because it's the first one, first special illustration rare I've ever pulled, but I don't really want it. Then we got this one, Eevee, which was always going to be hard to grade because it kind of rattles around in that promo box unprotected. So a 9's not bad. A 10 was going to be very rare. But I've got the figure collection coming in the next couple of days, which has got the other 2 promos that match this, the Umbreon and the... I can't remember. So it would be kind of cool to have all 3 of those. So I'd kind of like to keep that one as well. But I don't know what to do. Do I take the hit? Do I try and break even? Do I sell them all? What would you do in my situation? Let me know in the comments below. It's going to keep me up for a while, this one, thinking and mulling this over as I try to decide what to do with all these Eevee cards. Gutted. Gutted. But the game is the game. We learn, we move forward. Next time, hopefully it'll be better. Fingers crossed. Please like the video if you've got this far. Subscribe to the channel, because hopefully next time it can only get better, right? 20% success rate is not good, so it's got to get better than that. Join along for the journey. We'll see where we go. Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care, and I hope you have better luck than I did.